A week ago, we had the girls' district draw. Today, the boys' district draw. And just like last week, Rhett Boyd is joining us in studio to help break it down. And Rhett, thank you for coming in. And this is the fun time of year again as we get to really take a look at these seedings, these brackets, and maybe do a little prognosticating.
Yeah, it's outstanding. It's like I said, it's like Christmas. It's the best time of year, and now the table's been set. Now it's to see who eats, and that's the beauty of it. Coaches can set their practice schedules for the postseason, their scouting schedule. You can really dive into your opponents one at a time, not having to worry about playing 2-3 games in a week.
So let's carve up the turkey and take a look beginning in Division I. This is the Lake District. Lima Senior, your #1 seed, no shocker there. The Spartans have got a very good resume. They will take on Waite. Those games are in Fostoria on the 26th, which is a Saturday. Start Southview, the other half of that bracket. Up top, Findlay will take on the winner of Anthony Wayne Springfield. Then you have Perrysburg at St. Francis. Let's start with A-Dub Springfield. NLL opponents, they know each other so well. They're going to meet on Wednesday.
And they were in a classic the first time they met. They haven't played the second time around yet, but I think Anthony Wayne, squeaker, gets through Springfield, and then they match up with Findlay. And you talk about Findlay, we talk about they're kind of the team that's kind of under the radar. Not many people, think they're in that top echelon because of maybe their overall record. I think they're like 10-6 right now. But they are dangerous. We've seen them all season long, going right down to the wire with the top teams. They have two excellent scorers, Max Roth, Jake Bishop. They're both getting 18 points a game. So I think Findlay's going to end up matching up with Perrysburg, and that will be an outstanding matchup. I think Lima gets through. I think Southview and Start. Southview, I think, gets through. Southview beat Start by 8 a couple weeks ago. So we'll see how, what adjustments would have made there. But I think Lima Senior gets through.
I will say this, though. St. Francis, since they got their first win a few weeks ago, the Knights have been playing with a lot more confidence. We'll see if that can carry over into the postseason. So the other Division I bracket, Northview is the #2 seed. Despite the fact they only have one loss on the season, they get the 2 seed because that one loss was to Lima Senior. So you can understand why the Spartans were seeded ahead of Northview, despite Northview having the better record. Wildcats will take on Bowser. Those sectional games at Rossford, while down at Start, we have St. John's, Fremont Ross, Whitmer Clay. Titans and Little Giants, they just played 5 days ago. Really good game, came down to the wire. So that's going to be another one of those interesting matchups when we see the conference foes play each other in the postseason.
Yeah, and I think Northview gets through to the district final. But that bottom quadrant there, you said it. Fremont St. John's, a 1-point game about 10 days ago. And then you look at Whitmer gets through. They play the winner of that game. Whitmer was losing going into the fourth quarter to Fremont Ross 2 weeks ago. St. John's, that was a tight game, 3-4-point game with 2 minutes left, but they played the first time. Whitmer came out on top. So that's a highly competitive quadrant down there at the bottom. Whitmer still has to play St. John's in their second regular season game before the tournament, so they possibly could play a third time. But we'll see how that shapes out. That's a quadrant where you could possibly see with that St. John's, Fremont Ross, either one can come through there. Both have played Whitmer tough, but I think Whitmer gets through. I think they match up with Northview in the district final, and that'll be one heck of a matchup.
And one thing about Whitmer, they're coming off a win over Defiance on Saturday. Defiance was seeded the #1 seed in their Division II district, the Ada district. And as we look down the line, the winners of the Toledo Central Catholic District, the winner of the Lake District, that will be the regional semifinal matchup. So we are guaranteed to have one of these schools play for the right to get to the state tournament. One of those schools is going to get to the regional championship game.
Yeah, and it's it's going to be very interesting to see who that is, because you got a potential Perrysburg Lima Senior matchup if the seeds hold. You got the multi-talented, balanced offense of Perrysburg, who's got a lot of length. Who, when they played Whitmer earlier this year, who plays a similar style as Lima, they handled that game convincingly and came out with a big win over Whitmer. So see if they can do that the same with Lima's pressure. Because the difference is with Perrysburg is they can see over the top of the pressure and throw over the top, and that's what they were able to do so successfully that other teams can't do. So that's going to be a potential great matchup there. I do think Lima Senior gets through. And then you talk about Northview and Whitmer possibly meeting up if those seeds hold. Northview lost to Lima. You said it convincingly around Christmas time against that up-tempo style of play. What did they learn from that if indeed they play Whitmer, in that district final? Whitmer's battle-tested, beating Lima, once this year, almost twice. They got some, big wins beating Defiance, like you said last night. They're battle-tested, and so that's going to be a heck of a matchup in that one too. So it'll be interesting to see how it all shapes out.